Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. In this update, we're gonna check out Avalanche's price chart and see what is going on in like very short time. But before we get into that, real quick, we're gonna talk about this important, at least in my opinion, partnership first and tell you why this is a bit of a bullish development for Avalanche. Basically, with this partnership between Kite and AVAX, AI agents can have a wallet, a verified identity, and also rules for spending, and that means that they are able to actually pay, book, and also trade, or maybe in some cases use paid APIs on your behalf. And the reason that this is built on Avalanche is mostly technical, and this is really key. Pay attention, please. You see, AI agents need fast decisions and also reliable execution, and that requires things like fast finality, low latency, and also a stable performance. And Avalanche also allows custom layer 1 chains, so developers can control permissions, identity, and compliance inside a closed environment. And I promise you, this isn't really something that other competitors are offering. Absolutely not. So basically, in simple terms, Avalanche is giving these guys a controlled sandbox where artificial intelligence is able to safely interact with money and services without relying on a fully open and unpredictable system. Now, from a bigger picture, this in my view sits right at the intersection of two major trends. Number one, AI, number two, on-chain finance, because AI is clearly moving toward autonomous agents that are able to execute many tasks, and the missing piece in here has always been payment and identity. Also, at the same time, blockchains are slowly becoming infrastructure, not just for humans but also for systems and machines. And if AI agents start operating at a scale, okay, they can generate constant activity, and the network that is going to adopt the most agents, hopefully Avalanche, is going to benefit from this constant activity big time, because it essentially means more and more transactions and more network usage, which is going to generate a whole lot of revenue for that network. Hopefully it's going to be Avalanche. Now, to be fair, this trend that we are seeing is still a bit early, and we don't really know how big adoption will get down the line. But if this is going to work, I think for the reasons that we talked about, it's going to be very bullish for AVAX. So overall, I would view this as a bit of a positive news around Avalanche. But hey, let's see what are going to be the actual effects. If this is going to be a successful partnership, I think we are going to start seeing the snowball effect, where more and more companies are going to look at this partnership and see just how successful it actually is, and they are going to also be tempted to partner with Avalanche. Now, after all these positive news, let's go on the live chart a little bit and see what is going on in the short term. And right now, is it time to finally flip bullish in Avalanche? Okay, here we are. And if you remember the last time that we talked about AVAX, we were around this area, and the idea was that, well, okay, so far we believe this is a correction structure on the upside, and odds are we are going to have at one point, maybe even from the current point, a bit of a move down in order to visit the lows and maybe even take them, which the lowest low in here is about $8.4. And if we want to go and visit the major pivot low in here, well, this is about $7.5. So what happened? It seems like that we are actually seeing some strength in Avalanche's price chart. However, I'm here to tell you, let's be a bit patient and careful, because right now there seems to be quite a bit of optimism around the crypto space, and a lot of people are calling the bottom in Bitcoin. And you know what? Maybe they are going to be right. And for that matter, let's just say this, hopefully they are right. However, at the same time, I do not believe that we should be overwhelmingly bullish and optimistic. Okay, when it comes to Avalanche, you know it. My line in the sand comes down to this very important level. Okay, this is from weekly and daily time frame at the same time, and as long as we are under it, again, I'm gonna be bearish and argue maybe this is just a pullback attempt to this level, and then we are going to have what, unfortunately, a bit of a continuation of the move down. On the other hand, if we end up going up in a strong manner above this important level, above the higher band of it, which is around, let's say, $11.1, and then we start consolidating in here, okay, that can be a very optimistic sign and also a bit of a long opportunity, suggesting hopefully the low is already in. But right now, I think you may even have a bit of a short opportunity. But if you want to open a short position in Avalanche, okay, you can have, I think, three different strategies. Scenario number one suggests maybe you want to open a short in here because you believe this is 1, this is 2, and then wave 3 and 4 and 5. In that case, where's going to be your stop loss? Right above this high, around $10 area. This, I think, is the riskiest short position that you can take. On the other hand, if you want to be a bit safe, well, okay, you can still open a short position around this area, maybe even a bit higher, and you can actually this time put your stop above this high around, let's say, $10.50, and your targets can be around these areas, about $8. So you're basically going to have a risk to reward ratio of about 1 to 3, 1 to 4. Definitely not that bad. But if you really want to play this one safe, I think you can actually put your stop above the higher band of this level, let's say around $11.6 area, and wait for the price to go actually a little bit higher and get to around maybe $10.50 region. In that case, you're gonna have a $1 stop. On the other hand, what's gonna be your target for your shorts? Again, if you want to be safe and put your target in here, well, okay, even in that case, you're having a risk to reward ratio of minimum 1 to 2. Definitely not that bad. But if you want to say we're going to go down and visit the lows, okay, just put your target somewhere around maybe $7.50 area, and that will give you a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 3, which is really nice. Bottom line is this: I think in Avalanche right now at least is not necessarily a good time to open a long position, since number one, this whole move seems to be kind of a slow and choppy one on the upside, and number two, still, unfortunately, like it or not, we are under this important area between 10.1 to around $11.2. Get a very strong move in order to have a successful reclaim of this thing. That is going to be a bit of a different story, and at that point we are going to view each pullback as a beautiful long opportunity in like very short time. As long as we're not doing this though, again, I think you might just be better off sitting this one out for now. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Avalanche's chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.